another toxic ex story, and I've decided that the toxic ex's name for him is going to be Alan. So, okay, Harley and Alan are having this, little get together at their house, and of course they have, fought like cats and dogs over stupid crap. And there's other girls that are coming in, and they're gonna be drinking, all of that, and it's her sister's friends. And like, Harley's bigger than they are, and she knows that. But she's like, if he really loves me, he'll accept me for who I am, blah blah blah. Well, they were drinking and all of that, and one of her sister's friends ends up in her bed that night, and of course Alan goes into the bedroom and lays down with the sister's friend, and of course Harley's like really mad, not at the friend that's passed out, drunk, all of that. She's just mad that her ex is doing this to her and trying to be next to another girl. Like, she knows how his mind works. And of course, he's already told her about stuff that he's, wanted to hook up with other people and blah blah blah. And because they were really young and they shouldn't have been living together in the first place. But that's just how it happened. So Harley begins to fly off the wall and like start screaming and hollering, and I don't even know what she was saying. Well, he finally gets up and says that he's done and it's over, blah blah blah. And I don't know if he takes off running again, but somehow they end up in the road again. This is in the middle of the night and they've both been drinking, and she is so upset because he's running away from her all over again. And her sister finally gets to her or something like that and tells her, oh, he's gonna come back, just stop, you need to stop what you're doing, stop causing him to be angry, stop making him run like that, don't trap him in places and stuff like that. And Harley just sees that everybody's trying to leave her. That's all she sees, is she's trying to hold on to, people that she cares about. And she was just mad. And her sister finally gets her, come back to the house. And Harley had been on nerve medication, but she hadn't been taking it in a while. And that night she took 4, I think. She was on antidepressants, but you're not supposed to drink and do that either. But she just didn't want to feel anything. She didn't want to feel the pain that she had just been abandoned and we don't know where he went, blah blah blah. And she, her sister said he's gonna come back. Well, so her sister gets her, to lay down in the bed after she took her pills that no one knew. And sure enough, he comes back and he lays in the bed with her and holds her hand and all of that. And, she thinks that everything's okay, that they're making up and they love each other again, blah blah blah. and she thinks that everything's okay. Well, he gets up and she's like, well, where are you going? And I think he was going with his friend or something. I don't know. And she just knew that something was wrong because they were gonna have to take, her sister and their friends home and all of that. And they did. And that night, or that afternoon, he told her that he didn't want to be with her anymore and they were just gonna live together. And that was that. And of course, Harley's like, oh my gosh. And because she was heartbroken because he was like, you cannot be acting like this and all of that. He's like, I care about you, but we just don't need to be together. And he kept saying that, and Harley just was not accepting that because he had, replaced her so many times. There was no breaking up with her ever again like that. But the moral of this story is like, if you know somebody is toxic and is going to hurt you over and over and over again, even though it hurts you, you need to leave them alone. Or you are going to be just as damaged. Because Harley already had abandonment issues. And with him just, oh, let's get together. Then, oh no, I found somebody else. And then, all that over and over and over and over again. But she kept on doing that to herself. She kept allowing him to come in and out of her life. I mean, he never stayed gone long. He always ended up calling her or texting her or trying to see her all the time. She felt like that was, it was a complicated love story. But it wasn't. It was toxicity and narcissism. And she felt bad that, he had that. She didn't understand how and what happened to him. But she, did not love herself enough to not put herself through that over and over and over again. I understand if you love somebody that, is a narcissist and, just they're completely toxic. You need to love them from afar. Or, allow them to fix themselves or help fix themselves. You can't fix them. You can't fix what broke them. Only they can. You can't change everybody either. But she stayed in that and she grew in toxicity, and this was only the very beginning of the alcohol abuse and the antidepressant stuff. But she hated being abandoned and felt like she was nothing over and over and over again. So please love yourself enough to not ever be in a situation and keep taking somebody back that keeps hurting you over and over and over again. If it doesn't change, you can't stay.